Hello and welcome to another CookieOS video. Today I'm gonna show off CookieOS version 2.0, and this version is a lot better than the previous one. So to install this you need an advanced computer, and then you need a modem that you can place wherever you want on this thing. I'm gonna place it on the top, and in here you can just paste this code in here. I'm gonna put this code in the description so you can copy and paste it in here, and then hit enter, and it's gonna download everything. Okay, so here we have the start menu, and start will be selected by default, and it has a timer on it, so you don't have to be around the computer for this thing to start. So I'm gonna hit enter, and it's gonna check for updates. So if a new version of CookieOS comes out, this will automatically download that version. It has some programs on the desktop, default programs that comes with the OS. If I press on start, we will get a menu here, and if I click on programs, it will display all of my programs that I have installed. And there's nothing in here now. And if I click install, it will try to install a program. So I'm going to place a disk drive down next to the computer, and if I take a random disk and place it in here and hit install, it's going to say installation failed because this disk doesn't contain a program. And then we have customize, which is a new thing. So in here you can edit the colors of stuff. So I'm just gonna click on some random colors. And save. So now the colors of everything changed. So it's a bit hard to read this, but you can customize it however you want. So, well, the title color is this color up here, and then the back is, well, if you look at the preview you can see what happens if I change them. So, text, background, and then autofocus, and desktop. Desktop is the background color of the desktop, so this color here. And if I click on edit desktop image, this comes up and I can edit this thing if I want. So if I make a red line like that, I'm going to save that, exit, and there's a red line here. When you edit this desktop image, when you exit out of here, this screen will go completely black. So you just have to click somewhere, and it's gonna go here. And well, then reboots the computer. So you get back to this screen. So if I go to options in here, I can show you what we have here. If you select CraftOS, you will go to CraftOS, where you can type in the normal CraftOS commands or programs. So for example, now I can view all the programs that are installed. And I have changed how edit works. So if I edit some random program, the colors will be a bit different and more advanced. And I have changed the options or the menu key to F1 instead of control. Reinstall, that will reinstall everything. So all settings and programs will be removed. And then uninstall will delete everything from the computer. So if I do reinstall now, it's going to do that. And if I start it, you can see that my desktop, the background image is like the normal one instead of the red line. So it well, it resets everything. And okay, now I can show you a bit about programs. So if you click on one of these, they will open, and then you can exit them. And if you right click on them, you get a little menu here. So you can either delete it or move it to the list. If I click here, it's gonna disappear, and it's now gonna be inside of the programs folder. So here it is, and you can move it back to the desktop if you want. So now it's here again. Okay, I'm gonna show how the browser works now. There are 3 built-in websites on this browser. CookieOS is one of them. It just says welcome to CookieOS, nothing special. I guess I'm gonna change this to something later. And then we have server. This has some information on how to set up websites and stuff. I'm going to show how you can do that now as well. So if you type website up here, you will get to a website editor. So here you can change the background color of the website to whatever you want. And then here is text color, so purple, and then the background color of the text. And now you can just click anywhere here. If I click here, it's gonna, I will be able to write here. So, hello. And then you hit enter to save. So now there's text there. And then I can change this to something. And write some text down here. Welcome to my website. And enter. So now we have a basic website here. And then I can save it. And I can type the address I want it to have. If I write something that already exists, for example, that, it's gonna say invalid address. So I'm gonna say hello and save. Okay, there we go. And now I can go back to server. And I just have to press start, and this guy will host a website. So now I have to set up another computer. Install that. If you make websites, you have to place them on don't place them on your main computer, because you won't be able to use it if it is in this server mode. So this is just a computer you can have in your basement or whatever. And I'm going to start that. So when this is in server mode, if you reboot this computer, it's going to start in server mode as well. So you don't have to worry about this computer anymore. And now if I go to browser on this computer and type in hello, it's going to display this website. And this will also have some info that computer number 4 is visiting hello. You can have multiple websites on this thing as well. So if you press stop in the corner, it's gonna go back to the normal CookieOS. So now if I type hello again, it's not gonna find it since the server is inactive. But I can go back to websites, and I'm just gonna make a random thing. Hello 2. And I'm gonna save this. So if I type hello here, it's gonna say invalid address. Hello 2. Okay, and then I can go back to server, and I can start this. And now I will be able to connect to hello again, and hello 2 as well. And if I go back to server again on the browser, server, there is a delete website here. So if I click on this thing, it will display all the websites. So if I click on one of them, they will just disappear. So I'm going to remove that and start this again. So now hello2 doesn't exist anymore, so we can't find it. But hello is still working, so that's cool. I guess this is the main computer now. Okay, so that's how the browser works. The editor is a program editor, so you can make your own programs. So here you can change the coloring of the code if you want, like comment color orange, or set this to lime and stuff, or whatever you want. Nice. So now the code will look like that, but I'm gonna put it back to default. So if you edit, it will open this editor. So here you can write stuff. So normally when you program in Computercraft, you write like term.clear for example. But in this, to make a program on CookieOS, you have to write window instead of term. So this is, if it becomes purple or whatever color you set it to, it means you did something right. So I'm just gonna make like set background color. All the colors are displayed in their color. So if I write colors.yellow, it's gonna turn yellow. If I take like lime, cyan and stuff, it's gonna change. But if you want to use the colors you have set in the customization, if I go back here, customize, if you want to use these colors here that the user can set themselves, you just have to, here it is, you can just write user color, and then if you say back, it's gonna be the background color. Here you can type user color.text. It's kind of hard to see that since it's black, but anyways, you can still see that there is something there. So the text color is black. Okay, so now I have some code here. It's gonna say hello at coordinates 25 with these colors. So save and exit. If I press test now, it's gonna run the code. So hello. If I change the colors of in here, like text color to that and background to that, and save, then if I press test now, it's gonna still be in these colors that the user set. And well, these colors have changed in the editor as well. So that's how you make the user colors. I can show, if you type user color window, then you get, well, this color here. User color dot window dark, that's the background color of the text or the title, and as well as the clock down there. User color dot window text, this is the color of the title, the text color. And then we also have user color dot no focus. This is the out of focus color. And then user color desk. This is the background color of the desktop, which isn't really that useful to have in a code. But anyways, these are all the user colors that you can use. So your program will change color if the user changes colors in the customization. And I'm just going to make an error here to show how that works. Click test. It's going to say display an error message. And then if I get another type of error, now it's going to display the error in the actual program. So that's how you make programs. This is not like a really good program. If you install this program on a computer, it won't really do that much, since it will just like do this stuff, and then when it writes hello, the program will just end because there's nothing else to do for it. So the actual window will just close and you won't even be able to read hello. In the editor, it stays open for 5 seconds extra, I think, or maybe 3 seconds. So you are able to read error messages if they pop up. But as you can see, I go back to the editor now. To prevent that from happening, you just have to have a loop or something. And make sure you have a sleep or something inside of the loop. Like sleep or pull event or like io.read or something. Otherwise the entire computer is just gonna crash otherwise. So now if I press test, this will just be displaying forever. And the only way to stop it is to click in the corner. I'm gonna change this colors back to the standard. So I'm just gonna make an icon, or show how to make an icon. So here you have the icon text color and icon background color. So if I set this to like cyan and this to like brown, if I click somewhere on the icon, it's gonna change the color. And if I press something on the keyboard, it's gonna display a letter or a character of some type. So it can change stuff. Just click somewhere and type a character, and you will have an icon. This doesn't look that nice. If you change the color to none, it's actually going to be transparent. So if I make the corners transparent and change this to, let's make force everywhere. Now it's going to be transparent in the corners, and then just this plus sign here. Now you can save it on a disk if you want, or that's the only way to install a program. Let's steal this. Okay. Now you have to write the name of your program. So let's call it like hello, since that's the only thing it does. And enter. Program saved. Now, if you have the disk in here already, you can just go to start and hit install, and it's gonna install the program like that, and it's gonna end up in the programs list here. So here's the program. If I click on it, it's gonna open like this. Nice. And then to show how the transparency works, I can just move it to the desktop to make it easy. Let's change the background color to make it easy to see. So this is how the transparency works. So even if you have like an image on the background, it will still be transparent over those parts. And the text background will also be the same color as the background image here. So hello. Delete that thing. Yes. Now that's gone forever until I install it again. Well, that's pretty much how this thing works. Actually, I'm gonna show one more thing. I'm just gonna make another error here. Save and exit. And I'm gonna save it on the disk. Hello. And then I'm gonna install it again. So if I have an error in a program, then this will happen. It will say like where the error happened. The row number is on here is 1 higher than it is in the program in here. It said line 9, but this is line 8, so it's not that big of a deal, but anyways. So that's how all the programs and stuff work. Well, I guess that's everything. So I'm gonna show how the uninstall works, just for fun. So ban, and now I can show you that nothing exists on this computer anymore. Everything got deleted. This is everything I had to show for CookieOS 2.0. I hope you liked this new version of it, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. I will see you another time. Bye bye.